If you stop to rest and take it easy for a while, those who are consistent will pass you up. Welcome to Struggle, Grow, Succeed. I am your host, Charles Baldwin. This is where we welcome the struggle and then we attack it. It is through struggle that we grow, and on the other side of growth is success. I'm sure you have heard the story of the tortoise and the hare. The hare was very fast, and because there was no animal in the forest that could outrun him, he became very bold and he bragged to everyone about how fast he was. He was, in fact, faster than all of the animals in the forest, and because he was so confident and had won so many races, the other animals decided that they would save themselves the embarrassment and not even enter the race anymore. So the hare would just run by them and wave, knowing that with the skill he had, there would never be any of the animals that could beat him in a race. One day a tortoise came by and seen all of the animals just sitting around feeling sad. The tortoise asked the other animals why they were so down and out. Well, the animals told the tortoise that in all of the forest, no other animal had been able to beat the hare in a race. The tortoise told the animals that he had noticed how the hare had been so bold and bragged to everyone about how fast he was. The tortoise said, "You know, guys, I've been thinking and I have a plan. I'm going to challenge that hare to a race, and I know that I can beat him." All of the animals could not believe what they heard. "Tortoise, no disrespect, but we all know that you are the slowest animal around. How in the world do you think that you can outrun the hare?" The tortoise replied, "Don't you guys worry about that. You just set up a race between me and that hare for tomorrow morning." So the animals seen the hare zooming by and waved him down. They told the hare that the tortoise wanted to race him the next morning. Well, the hare started laughing so hard he fell down on his back and had to hold his belly. When the hare got his composure back, he told the other animals to let that slowpoke tortoise know that he accepted his challenge, and he would meet him at the starting line the next morning. Well, the next morning when the hare got to the starting line, the tortoise was already there and ready to race. The hare had brought a carrot to eat because he had skipped breakfast because he had overslept that morning. So the countdown began, and when the race started, the hare took off like a streak of lightning. The tortoise just started walking slowly like he always had done. Halfway through the race, the hare looked back and did not see the tortoise anywhere, so he decided just to sit down and eat that carrot that he had brought for his breakfast. After eating the carrot, the hare looked back and could see the tortoise way behind him in the distance. He decided that since he did not sleep very well, he would just take a nap until the tortoise got closer, and then he would zip ahead and win the race as usual. It just so happened that the hare fell into a deep sleep, and as he slept, the tortoise slowly passed him by. As the tortoise was getting close to the finish line, the hare suddenly woke up and seen that the tortoise was nearly to the finish line. He took off as fast as his feet would carry him, but before he could catch up, the tortoise crossed the finish line first. The hare was so angry as all of the animals in the forest cheered for the tortoise. The animals asked the tortoise why he had felt so confident that he could beat the hare in a race. The tortoise said, "Well, it's not always how fast you are, but how consistent you are in what you do. I knew that the hare was overconfident because of all the wins he had in the past. I knew that all my life I had been dependent on determination and consistency to get me from one place to the other. So I used what I knew would work for me." The lesson in this: don't take your wins for granted. When you get overconfident and think that you can win so easily that you decide to just sit down and rest for a while, it is then that the consistent person will pass you up. Thank you for joining us today on Struggle, Grow, Succeed. If you liked what you heard, Share it with a friend or a family member. You can also hit the follow button or subscribe, whatever kind of button that you've got there, so that you don't miss another episode of our podcast. We'd love to have you as part of our Facebook group. It's #StruggleGrowSucceed, or you can also visit our website, strugglegrowsucceed.com.